Good morning, guys, fellow Forex traders. Welcome. Hope everybody's doing good today. We got news here in the U.S. in less than 30 minutes, so you got to keep an eye on that. Going to look at the currencies, see what the setups are. We got a buy on the 1 hour right now, but it's kind of crowded. It's come down here a lot. There is a buy there, low risk buy now, which I'm in. My stops actually moved it from here to here now because of this, how crowded it is, and that's really low risk. So I'm expecting, this is not going to happen today, I'm expecting to move up to here in the next day or two. Let's see, it's on the dollar, Aussie dollar. It's in a buy too. Expecting to move up to here. That won't happen today. Aussie dollar kind of ran away. Need a pullback back down in here. Maybe let's see, right in there would be good, which it could do. Pound CAD is still in a sell. We need a push up. It ran away. We need a push up into here, which that could happen today. Pound yen is in a buy, but that's a crummy wick. Really needed to come down a little bit more. And looking for a target up here. That won't happen today though. Eventually looking for a target up there. Here on New Zealand is in a sell. You had an opportunity right here to get in. That was at midnight last night, US time. So we need a little retracement back up to here. Possibly shorted. Pound New Zealand, same picture. It's in a short. New Zealand yen, kind of dark in it. Let me cut on the light real quick. Just notice that. There we go, that should be better. Should be better. New Zealand yen is in a buy. It needs a pullback somewhere down in here. Oh, get off of there. Right down in here. And the Euro Aussie came up to where we wanted it to for a sale, and that happened at 9:30 last night. That's what I get for going to bed about half an hour early. Missed that. So will we get a retracement? Looking for a pullback down to here. It ran away down into here. That won't happen today. Euro CAD's still in a sale. There was an opportunity to get in there. And it's still short. Pound Aussie. Looking for a pullback down in here. But we could get this push up to here. Now that's a yearly pivot right there, so it could push up into here before it sells off back down to here. CAD yen, need a pull back down into here. It's set up a buy, but we need to pull back down in here. About another 20 pips or so, 20-ish. The euro yen made a 1 hour buy. But nothing there yet. Pull back down in here would be better. And the Aussie yen is in a buy. And looking for a target up here. That won't happen today. So we're looking at on what on the Aussie? We may only get a pullback down into here. On the Aussie. So for those of you who don't know, I do swing trading. Those of you that's new here in my room, I do live streaming Monday through Thursday. I may be on tomorrow, I'm not real sure right now. But it won't be for long. About a half hour, 45 minutes. To be able to get the live streaming, you need to subscribe to my channel and then click on the notify me button, and then YouTube will notify you with a message saying that I'm on live now. So that's the easiest way to do it. But I do swings trading using 1 and 4 hour and daily charts. Looking for opportunity. The pound dollar has got an opportunity. Low risk trade. That was 68. $9 risk I had here. So I'm willing to take that for $9. Aussie dollar, it's run away. It needs a pullback, and it may only come down to here. Some right in here somewhere, which that could do. It's only 20 something pips. 20-ish again, because we got news in less than 20 minutes. Pound CAD. Nothing to do on it yet. It's in a sale, but it did kind of sell off with much opportunity. Even though it did do this poke up, I don't believe that was enough. 67.55. 92, 41, 42 pips. See, that was too much. It's a chance to get in. I'm starting to see these more that the 40 may be the number, but I've done really good with just doing 30 the max. But that would have taken off half of the trade. And my stop would now be at break even plus $1 or $2. Pound yen. made a push down. That's just an ugly candle there, but we're looking for a target up here, which won't happen today. So if you got in the trade now and you didn't get stopped out down here, excuse me, then you're going to have to hold it. Euro New Zealand is in a sell. Nothing really to do on there right now. That high is 82.64. It would have to go up to 82.22. Actually more than that, in the 20s up into here. To give us another chance to sell. But the news comes out in about 15 minutes. Really got to wait on that. Pound New Zealand. You kind of had an opportunity here, but that risk I think was too great. 209.61. That's 36 plus 6. That's 42. So again, that did work. The 40. And it came back up into it and sold off again, but I don't see anything to push it down. I don't really see anything to do on here. If you went long, that's your stop's got to be under that low. New Zealand yen, again, it needs a pull back down into here to be able to go long. And that low 77 basically. So that's 40 plus about 45 pips is the risk, $45. Euro Aussie. They'd come up and filled its ends. It went right up there to it. It's flushed down. And we got a flush up here, expecting it to come down to here sometime. That probably won't happen today. Again, that'd be another trade you'd have to hang on to. If you'd gone short, what's that high again? 68.22. 68.44. So that was a $25 risk. Oh, that's the one that was at oh, 9:30. Yeah, that's right. Because I went to bed at 9. I missed that. So, got any questions or comments? Feel free to jump in on the chat. Euro CAD. It's on a sell. That would have to be your stop if you're in it right now. Not there, but there. If it takes that out, then it's going higher. So no need to hang around. The pound odd, looking for a move back down here. But that's a magnet right there. That's a yearly pivot. See how we went up there to it and sold off. So there's a chance we come back and retest it. And there's enough range where that could happen today. Well, no, it's about 209.60. 210, 15. But the better move would be down here and buy and then go up. I'm looking at seeing what time this was. 3 o'clock in the morning. So I couldn't have got that. So this could only come to about right in. Well, actually somewhere in here. That would be a 61. Low 20 of 40 pip. 40 pip risk. $40. I'm gonna go get refresh on coffee before the news comes out here in 10 minutes. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm sure I didn't miss anything. So let's see. Ones we got to keep an eye on: the Aussie yen. There's a buy opportunity. Yeah, we got to have it like right in here. Have an opportunity to get in with a profit target up here, which it won't happen today, so we're going to have to hold it before it gets there. And the euro yen, it's made a buy, but that's an ugly wick. But looking for a profit target up into here. I don't see any opportunity there yet. CAD yen, it's got an ugly wick. See, there was Japanese news. That's that candle right there. Found Aussie. So we got this. Need a pull back down into here. Somewhere down into here to be able to go long. So it could push up. That's a yearly pivot there. I got that one. This is what I need. That's a yearly pivot. See how we were up there and we sold off. Rejected it. Now we're gonna, looks like we may retest it. But I hope we don't retest it until we're down here. Somewhere down in here. And then go up and retest it. That'll be the better move. Because if you got in right now, this has to be your stop. Because if it takes that out, the chances are great that it is coming down to here. And that can happen today. Euro CAD, just kind of going sideways. It did have a sale, and you had the opportunity to get in right there. And you'd have taken off half the position, and your stop should be after the flush down right up here. So when you got in here, that should have been your initial stop loss on the push down. Then this would have been your stop loss, and now you can move it down into here. But that's showing some strength right now. the Euro CAD. So I don't really see, I mean, if you were going to go long, that low has to be your stop. Euro Aussie, it went up and done its flush, the flush down, it came out, filled it in, and immediately sold off. There's a flush up, so we're looking for another push back down into here for a buy opportunity. And if you were going to go long here, again, that's your stop, because it's going to push down if it takes that out. New Zealand yen, need a push down into here somewhere to get in long. That'll give us a low risk trade, unless you got in on one of these candles right here, or actually any of those three candles, and you should have taken some off if you did. 86, 84, that's 16, yep. I see these are 35. Your first profit target will be 35 where you take it off, whether it's a half, an eighth, a fourth, 3/4, whatever you feel comfortable with. For me, it's a half. So you would already got that. You'd be at break even plus $1 or $2 right now. That's your entry. If you got in on either one of these three candles down here, depending on where you got it, the closer you got to the bottom, the better. If you were closer up to the top of the candle, then you can't add $1 or $2. It has to be at your entry, or you put it under the low of that candle, right at it, which means that could lose just, $2, $3, $4. But you made 35, so you're still gonna wind up with money. Let's see, I got those. Nothing to really do on these just yet, because the news is coming out in 5 minutes. See, we're below the yearly pivot. See how this has been a magnet? Went up, really went up, come back down, went up a little bit, closed below it, sold off. Now are we going to go lower, or this is where we're going to turn around? See, I'm in this already long, just a little while ago, because I get up about 6:15, because that's when I got to take the dog out. So I got to take her out to come and look at this. Seeing there was a low risk opportunity, $8. So I'm willing to risk $8 for a move up to here. I'd have to hang on to it, but I should be able to take off half of my trade with profit today, and then the second half would be at break even plus $1 or $2. So I'm willing to wait then. If it goes down, and let's go to the 4 hour and see where it might go to. It could come down a little bit more, down into here. So it could drop another 30 or 40 pips from here. If it does, I get stopped out. I lost $8, and now I look for the opportunity again to be able to get this, which would completely wipe that out, plus give me profit. Excuse me. Less than 3 minutes to the report. So that's going to affect the dollar, which is going to be the pound dollar, the Aussie dollar, the Euro USD, which I don't trade, and the USD JPY, which I needed to look at that, see what that was. I think it's over 150 now. Yep, it is. So looking at any time for that to drop. The rest of these I don't have a chance to get in. I'm at least in one trade, and I can't get any more until the news comes out. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to yeah, nobody in there yet. So if you're looking for, I do Forex swing trading, by the way, if this is your first time here, using 1 hour and 4 hour and daily charts only, nothing less. If you're looking for, 20, 30, 40 trades a day, this is not the room for you. Not saying that to be mean, it's just there won't be. That tells me that you're looking for action and you feel like you got to make money every single day, which I strongly advise against, because I've blown 2 accounts doing that the way that you're trying to do it, and that's how 95% of the traders do it. And there's, from the brokerage houses, that's what they say is the losers. 95% of people who trade lose money. 5% are winners. I want to trade with the 5%, and that's what I'm doing. The big boys don't use. The ones that make money, they don't use anything under an hour chart. So you'd have to ask yourself, am I better than them? And they're the ones that make the money, and chances are no, you're not. So you've got to follow them, and then you will be. Because most of these traders on YouTube that trade the 1, 3, and 5 minute charts, they're either trading a demo, or they're trying to push getting a ton of subscribers and likes to where they can get a check from YouTube and ad revenue. Their main goal is not to teach you to trade or to trade, but they have to entertain you to keep you tied to them. So don't fall for that stuff. Learn to trade where you don't need them or me. You won't need me either. So I'd rather teach you. So here comes the news now. Let's see if we get an opportunity. Will it poke down enough is the only question. Because these lows, 63.04. So the odd yen was another one. It didn't poke down either. So that might be the buy opportunity. That candle doesn't end though for another hour. So I don't know why it's not telling me what this low is. 63.04. I know better than that. It's more like 91. And then that low. Yeah, it's not changing. I know it's not 63.04. It's more like about 70. So that's less than 40. So this could be one of these where it's about 40 with the spread, and it's going to work. So that would have to be the low. That would have to be the stop right there. Profit target is up in here, which ain't going to happen today. So did the Aussie yen come down enough? No, it's doing the same thing as the Aussie dollar. And looking for a target up into here. That won't happen today. So I was hoping that was going to come down to here on the odd yen. 23, 43, 46 basically almost with the spread. So we'll look at the pound dollar and see what it did. Needs to be on the 1 hour. And it looks like it's pushing up now. But is it just going to retest the yearly pivot is the thing before it sells off. So we'll have to see here. Now I'll move it back to the hour. It's coming up to retest the yearly pivot. So I've taken off half of my position now, and my stop is now at break even plus $1 or $2. Yeah, $2. So I'm in a trade now. I don't have to hunt for a trade. This is the trade. That's my potential profit target for my second half is up here. But we got to see what's going to happen right here. This is a yearly pivot. It's not a daily, a weekly, or a monthly. It's a yearly, which is more important than any of them. And you can see how. Off of it, back to it, below it. Now we're coming back to it. It's a magnet. Only thing you don't know is it going to reject here and go lower, or is it going to blast through it and close above it, and then we could go higher up to here. That's the only thing we don't know. So, yep, made sure it was at $2. So I got a $2 profit on the second half of my position. So I'm gonna make money regardless. I've already made money, banked some, taking the stress off. I have the trade for there. The odd yen. Yeah, that just didn't come down far enough. I'd like for it to come down to here. But you can't never tell the market what to do. It's going to do what it's going to do. So you just got to follow the chart. I don't understand why a lot of the trading rooms have music. But when I tried to put music on there in the background, I get a message from YouTube that it's against their terms. I'm like, how are they getting away with it? And I wasn't able to get away with it. And they've been on a trade room longer than I have. By far. Mine's been 3 weeks yesterday is when I started. So I'm now on day 22 of live streaming. I have other videos, a lot of other videos. That were just recorded. None of this stuff is edited. I'm sure if you've seen the videos you can kind of tell it's not edited. It's live, and it is what it is. There's a lot of them others they edit them out and they put in there what they want you to hear, almost like politicians, ain't it? Which we know we don't want to follow nobody like that. Yeah, that may have been. I think I'm going to take this odd yen. But I don't know. It's tied to the the dollar yen. I'm not going to take any yen trades. This might work because if the Bank of Japan steps in, let me show you what's going to happen. This has already happened once. If I can find it back on October. There it is. Bank of Japan stepped in October the 3rd, and they drove it down 160 pips. They drove it down. So that can happen again because it's tied to the yen. Bank of Japan is the one that steps in, so I'm not going to take that trade, and it's probably going to work. Of course, it's not going up there today. That's not going to happen. Aussie dollar, same thing. I am in that one, but I can't take the it's got to get to 30 pips, which is going to be about right there. It's got to get up to there before I can take. What am I talking about? 9, 30, yep. up to about right there, where I can take off half the position. Then I'm looking for a target up to here. Now that won't happen today. So that low is 92. So that's 8, 7, 15, $16 risk if it takes out that low. But I am looking for it to go down to here. That's what I'd rather have. It's come down into here. And then that would be my stop, be a low risk trade as well. Of course, this is trying to push up now as we speak, but it's got a ways to go. So we'll see here what we got. Yeah, looks like it's going to head up there first, which is okay. Means the Aussie yen's probably going up. CAD yen pulling down, which is what we want, down into here somewhere. That just, I don't like that candle. Again, it's tied to the yen. I can't take any yen trades, so I have to stick with the pound dollar, which I've already taken off half the position on it. But is there going to be a rejection right there? The pound CAD's made a push up, which could come up into here. That could happen today. Even though it's in a sell, we really didn't have a sell opportunity. That's more than 40 pips, so we actually need it up into here to have a low risk trade. That was 66.92 basically, that high. No, that's not right. 67.93, and this is $93.55 is 38.42. So that was a 42 again. That was the 40, and it worked. Sometimes those do, sometimes those don't. Let's see if this is going to push up. The ones that got in, that had a chance to get in, you really didn't, except for that candle right there, and maybe that one, that low, which is 20.77. Yeah, you could have got in on the low of that candle, but not that one. Now the risk is too great. But I'd love for it to come down into here for a buy, for a target up there. So that's what we're hunting for. Pound yen trying to push up again. It's got the ugly candle, but looking for a profit target up in here. But I don't want to trade anything tied to the yen, because again, it could get spiked down if the Bank of Japan, which they could at any time, step in like they did about 2.5 weeks ago. That was October the 3rd, wasn't it? So that was more than that, 3 weeks ago. And they drove this thing down over 300 pips, almost 360. So it looks like a good buy, but I can't take it because I'm not taking the chance of getting slammed and giving back a lot of what I got on the last trade, because I had the last trade the last time the Bank of Japan stepped in. I'd been in a short for a month and a half on the dollar yen. Kept adding to it from the 148.90s up to the 149.90s, and then it sold off when it got just above 150 like it is right now. And I had a profit target of 300 on each of those trades, and it made almost $3 grand. I think it was 2,800 and something altogether. And that was just in that one trade. So I'm back in it again, looking for the same results or even bigger now. So I don't want to be on the other side of like the pound yen when it's going to get spiked down. Then that's going to take away profit from my other one. So I can't trade any of those till after the Bank of Japan steps in. Then I can. New Zealand yen's another one. And see, it's going to do the same thing. It's coming up to here. That's a possible profit target right there. But it's got to get past this first. Today the range could be to right here. It could reach that today. But I was looking for I needed to come back down to like somewhere in here for a better buy opportunity. See the pound Aussie. Oh, it's not doing anything yet. Can't get in none of those. Euro New Zealand is coming down. So being in this one right from right there with the low risk trade, you've taken off half your profit, or should have. I know I'm saying half all the time. You don't have to do that. Your first profit target could be either an eighth, a fourth, a third, 3/4, whatever you want it to be. But mine's a half, already taking it off. And if this flushes down, my stop is up above the high of this candle right here. So the second half, my initial entry here, the stop was here. The flush down, I can move it to break even plus a couple of dollars. And if it flushes down again, down into here, then I can move my second half of my position all the way down to here. As long as it pushes down to here. But right now it's at the high of this candle, so it's still in money right now. So I'm in a trade. I don't have to look for a trade. I don't force trades. I wait on it. I either it misses me, or I just look for another one. There's with 14 currencies, the ones I look at. That's plenty. There's plenty of opportunities. I don't look at the Euro USD. It's too whipsawy like the NASDAQ is. It's all over the place. No rhyme or reason for it, so I leave it alone. The dollar yen was kind of the same way. The range on it, not great. And especially now. And I don't trade the odd Swiss, CAD Swiss, Euro Swiss, Pound Swiss, Aussie New Zealand, Aussie CAD. Don't trade any of those. These are the 14 that I look at, and plus the dollar yen. But I'm only looking at it because I know what's coming with the Bank of Japan. So when that's over with, I'll go back not watching it. Because I got plenty to look at. Plenty. You don't want system overload in your trading. Now see, we're going to get rejected up here, and then it sells off and goes lower. Or we're going to come above it, close above it, and potential to come up to here, but not today. It's going to take a day or two, so you're going to have to be willing to hang on to it. Looks like the dollar yen is still, it's come off its high. But not a whole lot. Yep, come off, but not a whole lot. It's going to be interesting to see what these two are going to do. Aussie dollar. For me to get off profit target, it's got to be up to here. Take off half the position. That's my final targets right there. That won't happen today. That'll be something I have to hold overnight. This is my half position takeoff is right in there, and that can happen today. But I would have really liked for it to come back into here, and then that's my stop, and that would be a big move, bigger move up to there. Be over 100, and that's what I want. So I may gotta be patient on that, but I am in this already, so I ain't got much of a risk. Pound CAD, Euro New Zealand, out of the pound CAD. It came up there and about filled it in, but that's the potential for it to come up to here, and that could happen today. And that could give us a low risk sell up here, because the buy was back over here. Now you see how this does this over and over, except for when it runs away, and at times it'll do that. It'll just flat run away. But most of the time it does this, it starts running away, everybody gets excited, they go, oh no, it's going in, I gotta get in. And they get in, they get a few pips, and they get stopped out. And if they took a few pips and they didn't move their stop and they still had it down low, they got stopped out and they lost money. Then they had a winning trade, but they lost money because they got in the wrong spot. This is where you get in. Low risk. You get rewarded. You just follow it, move your stops up when there's flush ups and take out of highs, then you can move it up. See, when you get in down here, that's your initial stop, the flush up. Now you move it to your entry point plus $1 or $2, and it retraces. You don't get stopped out. It comes up, takes the high out again. Now you can move your stop over to here. Now that's made a little bit more money. Gotta wait for another flush up. There it is. So now you move your stop up again, even right there. And so you got stopped out right here, but it gave you another opportunity on this poke down, because that was 89. So that was the 40 pip. So I'm seeing this a lot now. 40 pip risk, and then you can get in. So here we go, pushing up. Now it has a chance to go there. Pound dollar, we're approaching the yearly pivot. What's going to happen here? So if it gets up there and touches it, I'm moving my stop up under that candle, which would be a couple of, not much really, 7, 4, about $3. So I've already got half off. This is the test right here. That's the test. Are we going to get rejected there and then it come down and sell off? Or are we going to go above it and close it, and there's the potential target up here? Only time will tell. Let's see, Aussie yen is trying to push up. Really need a pullback. I wish I could trade this one. because I don't want to be in the bank of the pan. That thing will scream to the downside, and I'll get that. Even if I had my stop there, it's not going to get hit. It's going to be a terrible feel. All I can do is watch the pound dollar, the Aussie dollar, the pound CAD, the pound Aussie, Euro CAD, and the Euro odd. And it's coming to see, it's talking about if you got in right there, that would have to be your stop. Look what's happening. So it has the potential to come all the way down to here. Somewhere right in there, which probably won't happen today because that's about 80 pips away. But it could come down into here today. It could definitely make that. So Euro New Zealand is coming down. I can't move my stop on this one yet because it's up here above that candle. I can't move it yet till it flushes down to here, and then I can move it all the way down to here. So that high would be 84. Yep, 84. And that low, if it gets there, which I think it will. Oh, come on. It's about 180. So it would be 80 pips away. And it shouldn't retrace that. So come on down. I've already taken off half the position. This one's 50 to 60 pips depending on how far the range had been for the day. It was 50 today because the range had already gone on a daily basis. And now my second half of position is going to make more money than my first profit target. I just hope this continues down. Got to get that in there. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free. Anything you want to look at. Okay, there's the test on the yearly pivot. There it is. What's going to happen here? Now, if any of you was in this trade with me, you don't have to follow me though. I prefer that you don't. Use your own judgment. This is for training and education purposes only. But if you did get in here, then you should be taking off half your position here. And your stop would be down here like mine is. This is the potential profit target up here. Now that's not going to happen today. I'm going to go through these again one last time. And then I'll be signing off for today because there's nobody in the chat room again. And I don't like hearing myself talk. I like people asking questions. So right now we're getting rejected. And that's on the pound dollar. The Aussie dollar. My first profit target is up here. I'll be taking half off. It'll be just 30 pips because of the range on the Aussie dollar. So it's somewhere about right in here. And the stop's at the low of this candle. If it takes that out, then it's probably coming down to here, which is the better opportunity to get in for a target profit up there. That's on the Aussie dollar. Pound CAD, it's coming up. Looking for a better opportunity to sell up here. That can happen today. If you're in this trade, that's your stop. Because if it takes that out, it's coming all the way back down here. No reason to hang around. That's on the pound CAD. The pound yen is trying to push up. Now its range for the day, it'd be up to here. But the potential target on it is up to there. But that won't happen today. And I'm not trading it, even though there is a buy set up there and it came down just like it was supposed to do, give you a low risk trade. Because of the Bank of Japan, if they step in at any time, this thing can crash down 350 pips. Euro New Zealand, which I'm in, I'm needing a push down so I can move my stop, but it's got to come down into here. Pound New Zealand, not in that, it's in a sell. There was your chance to get in short. New Zealand yen, it was in a buy. It's going to up in here today, and it has the potential to do that today. Potential profit target is up here. That won't happen today. Euro Aussie is trying to come down after it went up for its sell. It filled in its flush, had a low risk sell, and now you'd have made half your position and moving your stop down. As long as that flushes down some more, then you can move the stop to there, but not until then. Pound CAD, it's pushing up, should push up some more. Pound Aussie, really need it to pull back down into here to get a buy, and it should be coming down. CAD yen, not going to do anything on it, even though it's coming down into the buy position with a potential profit target up to here. Euro yen came down to the buy with a profit target up to here. That won't happen today. And the Aussie yen's profit target's up here, and really needed it to pull back down into here for a low risk buy. Now that could still happen, but that's not going to happen today, getting the profit target up there. So that's everything for today, guys. One last time, if you're new here to the room, welcome first of all, and second of all, I do swing trading using 1-4 and daily charts only. I don't use anything any less, and I do swing trading, which there's not a trade every day. So if you're looking for, or you feel like you have to get trades to be able to make money to pay your bills every day, I'd advise you to stop trading, do a demo account until you learn and save up money, and then look at doing it. Because if you're doing that, that means that you're trading, if you're needing to have a bunch of trades to make money to pay bills every day, you got a certain amount. That means you're looking at traders in the YouTube that do 1, 3, 5 and 15-minute charts, and those are 95% of the losers. Because on all the books and everything, they say 95% of people who trade lose money. So I want to be with the 5%. The 5% use 1, 4 and daily charts only. They don't use anything lower. So why would you? You think they're smarter than them, the guys that go to Harvard and Yale? Nope, they get taught this by the ones who continually, year after year, Goldman Sachs and all them, that they never lose. They never lose. So you want to follow those. I always give the cliche, if you want to learn how to make money, do you want to go to a homeless guy or you want to go to Warren Buffett? Kind of the same scenario. Do you want to follow guys who do 1, 3, 5, 15-minute charts? Or you want to follow guys who are consistently making money and do this for a living like what I do? That's your choice. But most people want action, entertainment, and to be able to get 20 trades a day to where they can make money, hopefully make money. So if that's what you're looking for, this is not the room for you. There's plenty of those on YouTube, and good luck. I'm not saying that to be mean, it's just truthful. what's that Jack Nicholson said? You can't handle the truth. A lot of people can't. They don't want to hear that. But once they learn it and figure it out, then they know what to do. They know which direction to go. Sometimes it takes others longer to figure that out, and they may not figure it out at all. Blowing accounts. I blew 2 accounts back in the day. Since I've done swing trading and trading this way, I have not blown any accounts. And I was able to make this a full-time position, retire, and trade from home. And I would think that would be the goal for you. But most people want to be entertained, and they want a bunch of trading, so this is not the room for them. I want ones who are going to be patient, who want to learn. I mean, really want to learn. And they're not in the room to be entertained. They're in the room to ask questions and to learn. I'm not saying we're not going to cut up and have fun, because I talk and ask questions and everything, but I don't like hearing myself talk. So that's it for today, guys. I may have a video tomorrow. Usually don't trade on Fridays, because the big boys don't trade on Fridays. And you ask, well, how do you know that? All you got to do is look. You ain't got to take my word for it. Just look at the volume Monday through Thursday, and then look at the volume on Fridays, and it's cut in half, if not more. So you say, why is that? It's because the big boys on here, they're the ones that push the market, not the average Joe, which is me and you. They're the ones that push the market. They're not here. They're not there on Fridays. They've gone to the Hamptons for 3 days. They've made their winnings and taken 3 days off to enjoy themselves, and we're sitting here fighting, scrapping for 8 to 10 pips. So I join them. I don't join the rest on YouTube that are doing that. I join the big boys. I'm taking Fridays off. Now I'll look to see if I have to move my stop or profit targets. I'll watch it, and that's what I'll do tomorrow probably, but I won't be on for long. So I hope you guys have a good night. If you got questions or comments, please feel free to put it in the chat, or go to my YouTube channel page and put it in the comment section, and I'll answer it just as fast as I can. If you're overseas, it's going to take longer, especially if it's at nighttime when I'm going to bed and you're just getting up. It's going to be about 10 hours before I can get back to you, so just accept my apologies for that. It's nothing against you, it's just the time zone. Nothing more. So I hope you guys have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow. This will be recorded, by the way. I will be recording it, and it'll be posted. I don't do any editing, and I'm sure if you've seen the live streaming videos, you can tell it's not edited. So I'm not like the others. That's what they do. They record them, and then they wind up editing it out, editing stuff out that they don't want in there, or don't want you to know in there. So we'll plan on seeing you guys tomorrow with another video short, and have a good day or night.